People who know little are usually great talkers, while men who know much say little. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. I quoted these words because they distill a truth about human nature that remains as profound today as it was centuries ago. Rousseau wasn't being cynical, he was being observant. He understood something crucial. The more we know, the more we understand how little we truly grasp. Those who are loud, quick to opine, and certain in every matter often do not bear the burden of true knowledge, for genuine knowledge is heavy, it humbles, it demands reflection, nuance, and respect for complexity. And because of that, those who truly know often choose their words with care, or sometimes choose silence. Why I quoted Rousseau. I quoted this not to shame those who speak passionately, but to highlight a critical imbalance in modern life. The rise of noise over wisdom, volume over virtue, performance over patience. Today, we live in an age of platforms where being loud is rewarded. We live in an economy of attention where the provocative outshouts the profound. We live in a culture where talking is often valued more than thinking. In this environment, Rousseau's wisdom offers a vital course correction. He reminds us that true mastery often reveals itself in restraint, that real insight often chooses dialogue over diatribe, that wisdom often whispers where arrogance shouts. And so I quoted Rousseau because in this moment in history, his words are not just reflective, they are revolutionary. How this applies today. We are surrounded by talkers, influencers who proclaim expertise without ever studying deeply, commentators who stir outrage without offering understanding, leaders who offer simple slogans for complex problems. Meanwhile, the thinkers, the scholars, the sages, the ones who have wrestled with uncertainty, complexity, and contradiction, speak carefully if they speak at all. This imbalance creates a dangerous illusion that the loudest voice is the clearest, the fastest talker, the wisest, the boldest claim, the truest. But we know better. In reality, depth requires doubt, wisdom demands waiting, mastery grows in silence before it speaks. The tragedy of today is that many of those who could illuminate are drowned out by those who only echo. And that is why Rousseau's observation must become our warning and our call to action. Advice for today and the future. So how do we live out Rousseau's wisdom now in this noisy, impatient world? Let me offer a few guiding principles. 1. Cultivate inner depth before outer declaration. Before speaking, ask, do I truly understand what I'm saying? Have I explored this issue from multiple angles? Am I speaking to build or simply to be heard? Speaking less, but with more substance, builds credibility and influence far more lasting than shouting ever will. 2. Respect silence as an intellectual practice. Silence is not emptiness, silence is reflection, silence is preparation. In your conversations, your meetings, your debates, practice strategic silence. Listen, reflect. Then speak with purpose. 3. Choose quality over quantity. You don't need to post 10 times a day, comment on every controversy, or weigh in on every trending topic to matter. Let your words be rare but resonant. Let your ideas be fewer but fuller. Remember, one sentence of truth is worth more than 1,000 words of noise. 4. Be a steward of thought, not just a speaker of words. Think of yourself not as a broadcaster, but as a steward. Your words are seeds. Plant them with care. Your silence is soil. Nurture it with patience. Over time, people will not remember how often you spoke. They will remember how deeply you made them think. Closing reflection. In quoting Rousseau, I am not advocating for elitism or suggesting that silence equals superiority. Rather, I am inviting us into a deeper relationship with knowledge and humility. True understanding makes us quieter, not because we are uncertain, but because we have seen the vastness of what remains unknown. True learning humbles, not humiliates. True wisdom respects not only its own limits, but the intelligence of others. So let us measure ourselves not by how loudly we speak, but by how thoughtfully we live. In a world full of noise, be the voice that speaks carefully, or the silence that invites reflection. That is not weakness, that is true nobility, and that is the future of leadership, wisdom, and authentic human connection.